All right, happy Monday, happy inauguration, and Martin Luther King Jr. Day. um, Markets were closed today. Futures market was open for a little bit, yeah, let's go into it. Now on I don't think Thursday or Friday. I don't think I made a video. But I placed some trades on those days, so then let's just go over all the current holdings and the newest one that I added Amazon. So I said on this day, the 15th, whatever Monday minus 5 days would be. Monday minus 5 days. Thursday, stuff like that. So I placed this trade here on this day, and then the next day not so good, and then Friday really good. Who knows, maybe this is going to be a new trend line forming here. As this on Thursday was getting blasted on Thursday, I was looking at, okay, how does this look? How bad is this? Is this just a normal pullback? And in discovering maybe this could be some sort of trend line, I figured it's all good. Also, Bezos is there at the inauguration, so who knows? Maybe they're buddies now. I don't know. But wow, look at this volume on Friday. That's really good to see. Is this some sort of like bull flag sort of pattern here? Maybe. Regardless, let's see here. Volume drying up, volume drying up, volume drying up, and then it's starting to work. So I'm in debit spreads on this one, and I was kind of going back and forth of if I was going to go after Amazon, because Amazon looks fantastic. And I was thinking that if Amazon performs well, so will NASDAQ, but I figured, you know what, I'll go after it with debit spreads. And also, that was that same day. When was this? It was this day maybe, or this day, when some retail sales numbers came out and they missed. You had some retail stocks selling off. But I've seen, so many times where, like, these news events and whatever, they don't really matter. So if the market cares, then I care. If the market doesn't care, then I don't care. That's so. Yeah, there's that. Debit spreads. February 14th is the expiration. 225 on the long call, 235 on the short call. Those are 405. Those are currently what I paid for 405. Those are currently 445. So Amazon continues to look really good. I think this looks fantastic. So yeah, that's it. Gold. I'm still in gold. I'm now down on this position, but this still looks totally fine. Let's look at this in futures. Here's where I had this trend line, and it's still respecting this for now. We'll see what happens. These are a little bit longer dated calls, and this still looks totally fine. I think I placed this trade like here or something. I can't quite recall, but anyways, GLD March 21st is the expiration, $249. Strike price, I paid $705. Those are currently $660. So this, again, it still looks fine. This is a trend line that I drew. And as of now, it's respecting that trend line. As these moving averages are catching up to the price, you get some kind of weird movement like this. I didn't really expect for this to just keep going straight up. But we'll see if this works out or not. None of this price action is of concern to me. So, I don't know. Let's look at silver. And silver's picking up. Yeah, so now over the 50-day moving average. Whoa, this could be something to watch out for. Yeah. So silver now is starting to look pretty good, sort of. Not with this silver ETF, but futures is. GDX. It's okay. So that's that. Let's look at the dollar index here. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, it's finding support. Man, this thing is in a serious uptrend. This needs to not be in a serious uptrend. That would be fantastic. All right. Bitcoin, IBIT calls. This peculiar area. March 21st is the expiration. $55 strike price. $6.75 is what I paid for them. Those are currently $8.70, so that's working good. And wow, this Bitcoin future is going berserko. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. But fine. Oh, reached an all-time high on futures. So, okay. What do I want to talk about with this one? So, you guys know that how I did this was like this. I was long calls in here, so 1, 2, 3 days later, I got out of those calls. And then any break above this trend line, and I would buy calls again, and that's what I did. So I'm still holding those. And now, talking about Bitcoin, with this new administration, I'm 50-50 on my opinion on this administration for Bitcoin and crypto, because with Trump launching his own coin, and I believe Melania Trump did as well, but so Trump launches his own coin, launches it on the Solana network. Now it's interesting. I mean, all shitcoins are going to be launched on the Solana network, and it's interesting where with David Sachs and Elon Musk and Donald Trump. So, David Sachs owns a fund that I think is called like Multicoin or something like that. And they're invested in like 100 of these altcoins. It's a PG show, altcoins. And so clearly he's going to want those to perform well. And like it says on his website, we will do everything in our power to make money, is essentially for these to perform well. That's what it says. We'll do everything in our power. So, if you're going to take them at face value, then nothing is off the table for what they will do for making money. That's what they say. Now, So the coin get launched on the Solana network, and not that it's curious that it would be launched on the Solana network, because all these altcoins and these just irrelevant, coins, most of them are getting launched on the Solana network. But the thing that's curious about it is, one, the timing, and two, Elon Musk's cousin is an angel investor in Solana, and I think like 20 million or something. I could be wrong on that number, but as an angel investor in Solana. So, and I believe it's the same cousin who Elon Musk essentially bailed out of that Solar City deal, that $2 billion acquisition of Solar City. So Elon Musk has showed that he will, help his family and cousin out, which is a good thing. So they have an incentive to generate returns and exit liquidity for these altcoins, and not to say that when Bitcoin does good, all these altcoins don't do good. That's not the case. That's not what I'm trying to say. But they are not incentivized. Trump, David Sachs, and Elon Musk are not incentivized to have Bitcoin perform well. So we'll just leave it at that. But this still looks good here. Bitcoin looks good. Okay, so there's that with Bitcoin. Now let's look at just some miners here. This is not a miner, but MicroStrategy. Some sort of resistance areas performing okay. It's trying. Okay, Marathon. Back above the 200-day moving average. Let's see, hot mining. 200-day moving average is moving up. Riot. Back above all these moving averages. That's cool. Clean Spark. Performing very poorly, and whatever. That's all of them. No, it's not all of them, but looked at enough. Bitcoin miners is just kind of like, meh, whatever. Okay, so now we're moving on to NASDAQ, and I'm still in those calls, those TQQQ calls. This looks good. Back over these moving averages. We'll see what happens this week. Is this going to be a level of resistance, or was this trend line the level of resistance, right? So we have yet to see. Those TQQ, actually, let's look at this. Wow, that's pretty strong. So, anyways, all right. TQQQ. March 21st is the expiration, $81 strike price, $7.75 is what I paid for the calls. Those are currently $8.65. So those are performing nicely. We'll go over Mag 7. Let's just do it now, yeah. So Amazon looks good. I like Amazon. Let's look at Google. Google looks really good. If this can break out, that would be cool. It's a nice little base. Yeah. Let's look at Netflix. I think they have earnings this week. Whoa. It's not looking so hot right here. That's a bit surprising. Okay, so then Microsoft. Ooh, cool. Back above this 200-day moving average. That's awesome. Amazon, Google. Okay, so NVIDIA. It's hanging on. NVIDIA. All right, that's probably 5, 6, or 7 of them. Oh, Apple. Wow, really surprised here with Apple's performance. Man, really got booted off that 50-day moving average. My goodness. So with Walmart these days. Ooh, wow, does Walmart look good? All right, let's write this one down. That might be something to go after. Walmart. Wow, that looks really good. Walmart. Let's see, Costco. Yeah, Costco's just like a buy and hold until forever. What an insane company. Let's look at Monster. Monster's one I've done well with in the past, but recently, or the last time I tried, I did not. I don't even know where it was. Whoa, Monster's looking... This looks really strange. So, you know, all the Mag 7 look good. We got to go over Tesla. You know, that looks good. Not surprising, somewhere in this area, you know, this 450-ish area, or, you know, kind of right here, 440, 450, that it would be pulling back. So I have an equity position in that. 411.74 is the average cost basis. It's 26. Now, how I did this, you guys know, this day I went long. The market sucked, so I sold it the same day for a small loss, and said, you know, if markets were really kicking butt, there's no way I would have sold on this day. But the very next day, got back in, and it's performing very nicely, really nicely. So there's that. Okay. And then Taiwan Semiconductor is doing okay, you know. It's fine. Been in it since this day. And the average cost basis on those, this equity position 206.34, and this still looks good. You know, this looks really good. So yeah, I might add to this. I probably will. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Is there some sort of trend line to draw here? Oh, can't even draw. I don't know. So, okay. Now, today, Nancy Pelosi released that she has purchased $500,000 in calls in Google, and $500,000 worth of calls, not 500,000 calls, but $500,000 worth of calls in Google, as well as Nvidia, and then some other positions, but I forgot those other ones. And so anyways, Google, Nvidia, you know, so you follow Pelosi, that's for sure. And if she was watching my video, she would be in Taiwan Semiconductor over Nvidia. So yeah, so, you know, as one of the most powerful politicians and a policymaker, she is clearly not worried whatsoever about Nvidia, you know, to the tune of another $500K. So, and you know what I learned actually about Nancy Pelosi? It's her husband, Paul Pelosi, that got her into buying calls. So, it's kind of interesting. All right. Now, you know, some very smart trader and analyst and trader and macro guru, and that's very rare that you get all of that as well as a good trader. That's extremely rare, but he is short equities and crypto. So I'm like, whoa, that's you know, I wonder why. Well, I guess I don't have to wonder. I can figure it out. But anyways, I don't necessarily, hey, it's the bull market. I don't try and be a hero in any trade. We'll see. Is this going to be resistance and then roll over? It very well could. But maybe not. Bank stocks are ripping, right? Bank stocks are ripping. Google looks good. Tesla, all these things, they look really good. Wow, bank stocks look, geez, that's some really good close as well. So let's see. The S&P is over this 50-day moving average, right? It's hard to be bearish in these circumstances. IWM is below the 50-day moving average. Let's see if Dow is above it. Nope, kind of gave it back. Oh man, there's this gap to fill. I hate that. So that's it. Yeah, we look at commodities. Oh well, let's look at corn. Let's see how corn's doing. My goodness, wow, wowzers! Is that gonna be the only pullback? Corn. Let's see how wheat's doing. It's whatever. Natural gas. Man. Kicking butt. Natural gas. So yeah, that's it. Let's see here. Is there anything? Wow, Eli Lilly was down again on Friday. Wow. Yeah, see, that's that. Remember, what was it, this day? Where you had that analyst come out and say, buy into weakness here, right? So it's just whatever. So that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if this week's gonna be volatile or not. Let's see. Last January 20. Well, 4 January 20th ago. 2020. No, it'd be 2021. Okay. So January 2021, January 20th. 20, we got maybe zoom in a little bit more here. Where is it? Here it is. Wow, next day really went up. Oh, well, this is the same day. This is the 20th. 21st. A little bit strange price action then, huh? Yeah, a bit strange. But then this was killer. So let's see here. You had 2 follow-through days that were pretty decent. And then selling. So a couple days and then selling. And then, let's see, ultimately what day was this? So we'll call that 3 weeks later. Then really started selling. And then for, about a month, nothing was going on. Very interesting. And then all the way to here. So 5 months later is when markets were really good. Huh. All right, well, we'll see if this time's different or not. Anyways, we will see you guys tomorrow. All right.